start. Gentlemen of the jury, this is a case of some importance. In it arise an unusual number of questions of fact, and it will require the utmost of your good judgment and your care and attention to determine those questions of fact accurately in order that justice may be done between the parties. Those are questions which are exclusively for you to decide. While you will get your instructions with respect to the law entirely from the court, and you need give no consideration to what counsel have said to you about questions of law. The matters of fact are peculiarly and exclusively your province. The suit is brought to recover damages for personal injuries which it is alleged on the part of the plaintiff were caused by negligence on the part of the employees of the defendant company. It appears that on the 16th of December 1899, the plaintiff, in this case a young man in his 22nd year, was a passenger on the car of the defendant company going southward on 6th Street. Just prior to the time of the accident, he was standing on the front platform on the east side of the car, leaning against the brass railing, and as he says, with his hands upon it. At Johnson Avenue, where the tracks of a railroad run and where the track of the defendant crosses the railroad, or a short distance below Johnson Avenue, he either fell or was thrown or pushed off the car. He fell upon the street. His leg came across the track and the wheel running against it so injured the leg that later it required two amputations. Now it is contended for the plaintiff that this accident was due to negligence. Negligence is a want of due and proper care, such care as a man of ordinary judgment and prudence would exercise under the circumstances of the case. It is to be measured by those circumstances. The plaintiff tells you that the accident occurred in this way. He says that as the car approached Johnson Avenue, it slowed up. The conductor got off of the car on the west side, ran ahead across the tracks on Johnson Avenue, signaled to the car to come along, that the car then crossed the tracks on Johnson Avenue, and that then the conductor jumped on to the front step on the west side, that at this time there were 6 or 7 people standing upon the front platform, that the conductor in jumping on to the step pushed against this set of people, added that thus he who was on the other side of the platform on the east side was jammed or crushed off into the street. Now, while men are beings who can think and act for themselves individually and may have their individual movements, they are also creatures made up of flesh and bone, and they are just as capable of transmitting momentum as are wood. Stop.